Hello everybody and welcome to day one of this 3-day yoga challenge. I'm so happy that you decided to click play on this video and join me for 3 days of some juicy yoga. So today we're gonna go through a nice gentle yoga flow, all about stretching our whole bodies. This is gonna be a really slow and mindful movement practice. So if you're just a beginner, just follow along, and everybody listen to your body as you go throughout this practice, and I hope you enjoy. So to start, let's find a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a block to prop up my hips a little bit to create some more space. You can be sitting in a cross-legged position, you can be sitting with your knees together, sitting on your heels, whatever's comfortable. And wherever you are, really ground down through your sit bones. So feel your sit bones in the ground or on a block or pillow, wherever you are. And then lift up your upper body. So feel a string pulling the crown of your head up to lengthen up through your spine, creating space in between each vertebrae. Open up your chest, drop your shoulders down from your ears, and then place your hands on your lap. And then close your eyes if it's comfortable. We're just gonna take a second to bring our minds here with our bodies. We're gonna tap into our breath a little bit. So I want you to take a deep inhale through your nose. Make it nice and slow and smooth, filling up your whole body. And then exhale, letting it all go. You can sigh it out the mouth, breathe through your nose, whatever feels comfortable. Take another deep, slow inhale through the nose. And then exhale, letting it all go. One more deep inhale through the nose, fill up the body. And then exhale to let it all go. And then just notice this stillness inside of your body. And then slowly flutter your eyes open, bring yourself back into this space. Just notice how your body feels after some deep conscious breaths. And then we will begin our practice. So still staying in a seated position, lengthen up through that spine. And from here, just drop your chin down to your chest. Feel the stretch along the back side of your neck. And then start to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Keep that chin down towards your chest. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Lift up through your chest. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, drop your chin back down to the center. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale here. Feel length in the right side of the neck. And then exhale, drop it through center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale back through center. Inhale left ear to left shoulder. Exhale through center. One more time each side. Inhale right chin to right shoulder. Exhale through center, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale through center, and then bring it back through center. Beautiful. From here, inhale, reach both of your arms nice and high. Reach through those fingertips, palms facing toward one another. Make sure those shoulders are nice and relaxed, belly pulled up and in. Take a deep inhale at the top. Exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Left hand reaches over. Left sit bone is planted. Reach through those left fingertips. Draw open that chest a little bit. So pull that arm back, maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale brings you back through center. Take another deep inhale, reach both arms high overhead. Exhale, drop that left hand, reach that right arm over your head, open up through your chest. Right sit bone grounded, reach through those right fingertips. And then exhale brings you back through center. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. And then on your exhale, turn to your right, bring your left fingertips to that right knee, right fingertips walk behind you, pull that right shoulder blade back, gaze over your back shoulder for a twist. So both sit bones are grounded, twisting from your torso here. Keep your belly pulled up and in. And then inhale, reach your arms back high through the center. Exhale, turn to your left, right fingertips to right knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale to twist, gaze over that back shoulder. Inhale, arms reach back up through center. This time coming forward, so exhale, hinge from your hips, keep your chest lifted, keep a flat back, bring your hands down to the ground, and then start to walk them forward. So I'll sit this way so you can see my back is nice and straight. So maybe you're just like this, your sit bones are grounded. Maybe you can come down a little further. We're coming all the way down, but wherever you are, find length in your spine. So send the crown of your head up and forward. And then once you've found your deepest position, just relax that neck and head. Find some comfort here. This is a great place to use a block or some sort of prop to rest your head on if you would like it to be a more restorative pose. And just wherever you are, start to tap into your breath again. So let's use our Ujjayi breath, which is breathing in and out through your nose. So keeping the back of your throat constrict a little bit. Your lips are sealed, and we're just using our nostrils as our pathway for our breath. So try to make your inhales and exhales smooth and as even as possible, bringing all your attention to your breath. See if with every exhale you can sink a little deeper, relax a bit more in this posture. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Slowly make your way back up to a seated position. And then from here, bring your hands behind you, place them behind your sit bones, take your feet, uncross them, and then plant down your feet. So they should be a little bit wider than hip width distance, planting down through those feet. And then lean back on your hands. Keep your chest lifted. Don't shrug into those shoulders, but keep it lifted. Keep those shoulders down. And then from here, just drop your knees from side to side. Keep on using your breath here. Notice how your body feels. Notice where you feel this movement throughout your body. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. And then coming up through center, cross your ankles, bring your hands out in front of you. Find your way to a tabletop position. So first, pick up your hands, spread your fingers as wide as you can, and then plant down your hands right underneath your shoulders. So make sure you have enough room in between your hands. Make sure your hips are stacked right over your knees. Pull that belly in towards your spine. You're pushing into the mat with all 10 knuckles. Head is in a neutral position. Find this neutral spine first. Find length in your spine. And then on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift that tailbone, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, round through your spine, bring your chin to chest. Push that ground away, open up those shoulder blades. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. And then exhale, round through that spine, chin to chest. One more time, inhaling, belly drops, chest lifts. Exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest. And then find your way to a neutral tabletop. And then from here, I just want you to explore your body a little bit. So find some more movement in this tabletop position. Bringing the hips side to side, maybe dropping the hips down towards the heels, drawing some circles with your tailbone, maybe even stretching out through your wrists and your fingers here. Just exploring. There's no right or wrong movement. Doesn't need to look a certain way. Just feel into your body. Ask yourself what you need. Beautiful. And then come back to find your neutral tabletop. Walk open your knees as wide as your mat, or maybe even wider, and then bring your toes to touch, and then sink those hips down towards your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Find your child's pose. So let your chest melt down towards the ground. Your head can be resting on the ground, or maybe using a prop here, such as a block underneath your head, maybe bringing the block underneath your hips. Just some options for you. Keep on reaching through those fingers. Send those hips down towards your heels, and then just connect back to your breath. So feel this breath throughout your entire body. Notice if you feel any tension in your body. Just send your breath there. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Sink a little deeper. And slowly lift your hips back up. Find that neutral tabletop position again. And then from here, just tuck your toes. And then you're going to send your hips back, push into those hands. Make sure your fingers are still spread nice and wide. And then find your downward facing dog. So in downward facing dogs, your knees can be bent a lot here. You want to press into those hands to lift up through your hips, externally rotating those upper arms. So the elbow crease should be pointing to the opposite corner of your mat. So maybe check out your hands and your arms. Again, bending the knees as much as you need to. Then you can start to find some movement, maybe bending into one knee and then the other, stretching out through the calf and the ankle, your feet. Maybe you want to drop your heels from side to side, bending the knees and straightening them. Really just finding whatever feels good. Try to keep your focus in between your toes, keeping the mind still. Keep on breathing in and out through your nose. And then let's go ahead and find some stillness here. So sink those heels down towards the ground. Knees can still be bent. Gazing at one point. Take one more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out your mouth. And then bend at your knees, gaze up towards your hands. Walk or step to the front of your mat. Find your forward fold. So in forward fold, your knees can be bent a lot here. Shift the weight into the front of those feet and then grab opposite elbow. Let your neck and head really relax here. Maybe start to shake the head, yes and no. Opening and close the jaw. Maybe you'd like to start swaying from side to side, finding some movement. Or maybe stillness feels really good today. So just find where your body needs to go. With each exhale, just allow yourself to rest a little deeper here. Beautiful. And then from here, just release your hands from your elbows. Planting through those feet, and then start to roll yourself all the way up through standing. Keep your chin tucked down towards your chest until you've reached the top, and then untuck that head. Find your mountain pose at the top of your mat. So make sure your feet are right under your hips. Plant through all four corners of your feet, engaging your quads and your belly here. Lift up through your chest, and then drop those shoulders. hands facing the front of the room. Lift your chin a little bit so your neck is in line with your spine, and then just find some stillness. Notice how you feel. Beautiful. And then take an inhale, bend out your knees, reach your arms overhead, and then exhale through your forward fold. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your shins, flatten your back. So you want to find length in your spine here. Keep your belly pulled in towards your spine. Your chest is lifted. Reach the crown of your head forward as you send your tailbone to the back of the room. So nice flat back here. Maybe using a prop here if you need to, like a block. Take one more deep inhale, find some more length. And then on your exhale, come to forward fold, bend your knees. Beautiful. One more time through that halfway lift, flat back. And then on your exhale, plant down through your hands. Step both of your feet to the back of your mat, high plank. From here, lower your knees. Hug those elbows in towards the sides of your rib cage and then lower all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. Untuck your toes. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders, elbows hugged in. Inhale, press into those hands, lift for cobra. Pull those arms down, the shoulders are in your back. Lift up the chest, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then from here, exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back, downward facing dog. And then slowly lower the knees all the way down. Come to find your neutral tabletop position again. On your inhale, send that right leg to the sky. Lead with your heel. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Reach that leg high. And then on your exhale, round through your spine. Pull your chin, pull your knee in towards your chest. Step that foot through. Find your low lunge. So maybe you need to shift that back leg back a little bit. Make sure your knee is stacked right over the ankle, so behind the toes. Hips are square down to the mat, maybe staying on the fingertips, maybe bringing your fingertips to that knee, or maybe inhaling and reaching your arms over your head. So just find what version works for you. Feeling the stretch along the left hip flexor, maybe in the right hip, wherever you feel it is perfectly fine. Keep that belly pulled up and in, shoulders relaxed. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, bring your hands down to the mat and then shift your hips back, straighten that front leg. Flex your toes towards your face. You can have a slight bend in that front knee. Keep your chest lifted wherever you are. Another great place to use blocks right under your hands to bring the ground a little closer to you. Just take a few breaths here. Send some breaths to the back of your right leg. And then go ahead and walk those fingertips back forward. Plant down through your hands. Lift this front foot, step it back, find your tabletop position. Go ahead and just shake it out a little bit as we set up for the other side. So find your neutral tabletop, and then on an inhale, lift that left leg to the sky, press through that heel, and then lift up through the chest, maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Press through that heel, and then exhale, round through your spine. Knee towards chest, step that foot through your feet, through your hands. Find your low lunge on the left side. So again, knees behind your toes. Find your position, and then just go to whatever variation feels best for you. Wherever you are, lift up through your chest, belly pulled up in towards your spine. Press into that left foot. One more inhale, reach up high. And then exhale, send those hips back. Bring those hands down to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Left toes flex towards your face. Keep length in your spine, so sending that crown of your head up and forward. Beautiful. And slowly walk your fingertips back forward to your low lunge. Plant down through your hands. And then take that leg, step it back into your tabletop position. From here, tuck your toes and then start to walk your hands back towards your hips. And now for this position, you can either come standing on your knees, maybe lowering down all the way to your heels, or maybe placing a block in between your hips and heels to bring that ground a little closer once more. So finding your variation. This is an intense toe stretch, so it might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's really important that we stretch our feet since we often neglect that part of our body. So finding length through the spine, you can just allow your arms to rest down by your side. See if you can lift up a little bit taller. Maybe close your eyes here, just tap back into your breath. And then bring your hands in front of you, untuck your toes, pat them out a little bit on the ground. From here, cross out your ankles, come all the way down to sit on the ground. Extend those legs out in front of you. Finding our seated position. So really feel those sit bones grounded. Lift up through your upper body, find length in your spine. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms high overhead, keep those shoulders down and relaxed. And then on your exhale, you're gonna hinge from your hips, come to a forward fold. So again, keep a nice flat back. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Try to reach your chest for your thighs. Maybe placing a block or pillow underneath your knees. Some really nice support. And then just let your hands come to your shins, your ankles, your feet. And then once you've reached forward as far as you can just allow your neck and head to relax. Find some ease in this pose. Return back to your breath. No worries if you're up like this. This is still the same pose, just finding your edge. And then slowly walk your hands back up, find your seated position again. From here, you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide. And then you can adjust where your feet are. They can be close to your hips, they can be farther away. Just find what's comfortable for you and find where you can sit up nice and tall still. Take a deep inhale, find length through that spine. And then on your exhale, start to fold forward again. Keeping length in the spine, beautiful. Come down just as far as you can and then just allow your neck and head to relax. Taking a few breaths here. Just check in with yourself, notice how you're feeling. Maybe you need to back off a little bit. Maybe you can sink a little deeper. Connecting with your breath and your movement. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale to let it go. Slowly walk yourself back up to a seated position, and then you're gonna make your way down onto your back. So with control, lower yourself down. Let your upper body relax on the ground, and then bring those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug, rock from side to side. Maybe letting your knees fall apart a little bit. Keeping that belly pulled in towards your spine. And then from here, you're gonna reach your arms through your legs, grabbing the outer edges of your feet. Let your legs fall open wide. Pull those knees in towards your armpits to find happy baby pose. So your toes are flexed towards your face. You're pulling down on your feet with your hands. Make sure the lower back is grounded. So if it's not grounded when you're reaching for the outer edges of your feet, maybe try grabbing your ankles or your shins. You can even grab the inside edges of your feet. And notice where you feel the difference in your body, where your hand placement is. And then just, again, allow that upper body to relax. Return back to your breath. And then release your hands from your feet. Bring those knees back into your chest. Give yourself another squeeze. Rock from side to side. And then let both legs come down all the way to the ground. Reach your arms over your head for a full body stretch. So point those toes, reach through those fingers. And then exhale, bring that right knee back into your chest. Just give that right knee a nice big squeeze. And then you're gonna send that leg over the left side of your body. So cross it across your body. Open up through that right arm, gaze over to your right fingers. Just allow that right leg to fall across your body wherever it does. Make sure both of your shoulders are still on the ground. So finding our supine twist here. Once you've found your pose, see if you can just release some effort here. Find comfort, maybe even closing your eyes. Letting gravity take over here. And slowly bringing that knee back into your chest. Give it one last squeeze. And then send it down to the ground. Reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a stretch. And then pull that left knee into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then send that knee over the right side of your body. Open up through your left arm. Gaze to the left fingertips. So knee is going to the right. Gaze over to the left. Both shoulders are on the ground. And just relax here. Trying not to fidget. Try to keep your mind focused on your breath and the sensations in your body. And then slowly bring that knee back into your chest. Give it one last squeeze. Send that foot down to the mat. One more time, reach your arms overhead. Reach down through your toes for a full body stretch. And then bring both of those knees back into your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Wrapping everything into one little ball. So squeeze everything into the center. Contracting all of your muscles. Take one deep inhale. See if you can squeeze a little bit tighter. Sip in a little bit more air, the tightest you can go. And then on your exhale, let everything fall down to the ground. Let your feet fall out to the edges of your mat. Arms can rest down beside your body. Palms facing up towards the sky. Find your Shavasana pose. So make any adjustments you need to get comfortable here. Maybe wiggling your hips or your head, picking up the shoulders, and just find some stillness here. So just letting your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Feeling the weight of your body heavy on the ground. Notice how you feel after this practice. Maybe you feel the energy you've created going throughout your body. See if you can take the next few minutes just to be here in stillness, just enjoying this moment of being, not worrying about what you need to do next, or anything else that's running through your mind. Just try to stay here in this relaxing posture, scanning your body for any tension you may still be holding on to, and then just send your breath to that place. If you find any tension, just let it go, let it melt away. And slowly start to bring some movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe dropping your head from side to side, making gentle movements throughout your body. And then go ahead and reach your arms over your head, reach down through your toes for one last stretch. And then slowly make your way onto your favorite side. Bring your knees up towards your chest. Just let your head rest on your arm, or maybe bring it down to the ground. Just taking a moment here. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed if that feels good. Find length in the spine. And then bring the palms of your hands together and bring them to your heart center. Just take another moment to check in with how you're feeling. Thank your body for allowing you to practice today. And then thank yourself for showing up, for making your well-being a priority, for taking care of yourself. And then go ahead, bring your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here for day one of this yoga challenge. I'm so excited for tomorrow and the next day. I hope to see you guys practicing. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or want to talk to me about anything. I would love to chat. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.